Namaste yogis. My name is Mika and I'm here to share with you a yoga practice that allows you to connect deeper to yourself, find inner awareness of how your body works, how it moves, how it feels, and also to allow you to take this practice off your mat and into your life. How do you want to show up in the world? How do you want to feel and be in a sense of space around you? So yoga has been a really interesting journey for me, and I just wanted to share that today. I wanted to share how I began, how did I discover yoga, have I always done it, and where it's led me to now, to this point, to be a practitioner of this life-changing work. So I started yoga about 12 years ago. I was really unfit. For my age, I was a little bit heavier, overweight, not really healthy, not eating consciously, just living and doing what I needed to do to work and to be, without too much conscious thought or effort. I think in my 20s I could get away with it, but I didn't realize, I guess, the toll of that kind of living, that kind of existence of just doing what I do and not really thinking about how I'm doing it and the impact that had in my body. So I started yoga with my husband. We downloaded an app. All it showed was people doing poses, and then you would follow that pose to a time limit, and that's how we began. And so I started to do yoga every day, every second day, just because I wasn't managing stress. I didn't feel healthy in my body. I noticed that my body was changing. I noticed that physically I was overweight, and yoga was a low impact approach to building strength and lengthening my body. But I didn't realize that just by starting to look at these poses and starting to discover how I felt when I moved, that there were other changes going on, this other awareness or awakening of myself. I realized what I'd been missing, and I started to think about how eating food affected my body, and my diet started to adjust. And I think people might think following yoga on an app is not very yoga. But it really was a doorway for me to discover this practice. And I'm really thankful for that crazy little app. And from there, I met friends who did yoga. I met a lady, Danielle, who was a really beautiful friend and really helped me discover myself more in the practice and taught me a lot more about yoga. And then I just continued it. I started to reach out with friends and we'd do yoga together. I went to many studios in Malaysia where I was living and around Southeast Asia. I went and studied some yoga in India for some time, and it deepened. My understanding of this practice deepened. That yoga wasn't just about physical classes or movement, but it allowed me to have an awareness of myself. It allowed me to control the thoughts and patterns of my mind because I was controlling my breath and my movement and understanding what muscles were engaging and controlling them through this process. And while the physical benefits were there, I was losing weight, I was getting stronger, I was stretching. I also felt more myself than I'd ever done before, I'd ever become before. So yoga has been a wonderful practice for me to explore who I am, how I want to be, and how I want to show up in the world. And so I just wanted to share my journey with that. And after all these years now being a yoga teacher, sharing yoga for the last couple of years on Zoom during the pandemic, and also running many classes and working in studios before then. So with what I offer online, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you find it a practice that restores you, that reconnects you, that strengthens you, and gives you more access to your range of motion, your mobility, how you want to move off the yoga mat and into the world. So thank you for joining me. I look forward to hearing how you progress, your feedback, and most of all, I look forward to you feeling and seeing the change for yourself. Namaste.